Hey guys, welcome to 10-Minute English with May. Today we're going to talk about one of the parts of speech, which is pronouns. And there are 8 types of pronouns. So today we're only going to talk about the most common type, which is called personal pronouns. And I'm sure you've all heard of it or you've all used it in your writing. So, what a pronoun is it is a word used in place of a noun, and that noun is called its antecedent. So, let's break down the word antecedent. Ante means before, right? So, where else have you seen ante or ante? So, let's say antechamber. If you, let's say, want to meet the president, before you enter the main room, you'll probably be seated in a waiting room. So this antechamber or before room is the room before you enter the main one, right? And words like anticipate, which is A-N-T-I, it means that you see something or expect something to happen before it actually does, right? So that's why a noun that usually comes before a pronoun, and that is called the pronoun's antecedent, right? So in the example here, Mr. Curtis is moving tomorrow. I will go and help him. So the personal pronoun him is referring to Mr. Curtis. And Mr. Curtis is the antecedent. And number 2, given their convenience, cell phones are becoming more and more prevalent. So in this case, the order is actually reversed. So we want to keep in mind that even though it is called the antecedent, sometimes it comes after the actual pronoun. And number 3, the dog is wagging its tail. So it's is referring to the dog's tail. So this is what we call possessive, right? So possessive case, it simply indicates who this thing belongs to. So let's compare the two its in the red box below. What is the difference between it's with a positive and it's without? So the one with apostrophe is it is or it has, right? So some people might get confused because oftentimes when they see a positive S, they assume that it is possessive because Bob's pen, right? Johnny's girlfriend, there is a positive S, right? But for pronoun, it is different. And let's look at the second bullet point. There, right? So the first there is what we call expletive, and it is adverb function. So let's say the sentence, there is a car. In this case, keep in mind that an adverb or an expletive can never be the subject. So whenever you see here, there, where, somewhere, anywhere that starts a sentence, you want to make sure that you know this is a verb preceding subject structure, unlike most subject-verb sentence structure that we see. And the second there, THEIR, this is our possessive case, right? So like the second example sentence, their convenience, that is the same as cell phones, convenience, apostrophe, right? Plural apostrophe in this case. So S apostrophe, not apostrophe S. And if there is a typo, the third one is supposed to be THEY apostrophe RE. And in this case, that is a contraction like it apostrophe S. So this is the same as they are. All right, this is not a possessive case. And over here, we have a table of different cases of personal pronouns. So the first column is called subjective or nominative. So simply put, it is used as the subject of the sentence. And for most sentences, it comes before the verb. right? Most of the time, remember, this is a general rule, so there might be exceptions. So let's say I like apples. Like is the verb, so I is the subject, right? That is the subjective case. So something interesting is if the pronoun follows be verb as in is, am, are, was, were, has been, have been, had been, so on and so forth. There are a lot of conjugated forms. You have to use the subjective case. So let's say if I asked, who ate my cookie? You want to confess, right? So most people would say, oh, it's me. I did it. However, the correct grammar would be it is I, because is a be verb, so you have to use subjective case, right? So I know it doesn't sound right, but when you're writing maybe academic paper, just keep that in mind. And it has appeared on the SAT exam before. All right, so moving on to objective case, it is used as an object in a sentence. It can be after verb because it's the object of the verb, or it could be after preposition because it is the object of the preposition, in which case it would be in the prepositional phrase. All right, so let's take a look, right? Bob hit me. In this case, Bob is the subject, hit is the verb, so me would be the object. And also, Bob gave a pen to me. In this case, to is the preposition and me is the object of the preposition. Last but not least, we have the possessive case. So what is the difference between my and mine, your and yours? The one on the left-hand side, these are called possessive adjectives. So it means that they have to be followed by a noun. So let's say my car, right? Your friend, his wife. Whereas the one on the right, it is a pronoun. So it is not followed by a noun, right? So let's say this is my car. This car is mine. This is your friend. This friend is yours, right? This is his wife. This wife is his. And over here, you can see NA, that stands for non-applicable because we don't use its as a pronoun. You can say, oh, this is its tail, the dog's tail, but you don't say the tail is its. Right? That is awkward usage. All right, so that's it for personal pronouns, and we will continue talking about pronouns in the following 4 lessons. Bye-bye.